Hey everybody, my name is Corey. This is my garden diary, and I just want to take you on a quick tour. It'll be really, really fast. My last video, I talked about how I thought I kind of lucked out, but the 2-day freeze that Florida just had. I am in Central Florida, Zone 9A, and we grow subtropical plants here. I have over 30 bananas and fruit trees, citrus and berry bushes growing all over this property, and I thought I kind of lucked out. So let's take a look around and see what happened after 2 days of that video. It changed everything. I'm also going to talk to you guys today about what seeds I have restarted because they were all in the greenhouse with my tomato plants, and the greenhouse was just as cold inside as it was outside. So I'm going to show you my thoughts about what I'm going to grow this year, because this is the first week of March and we have 2 months before it gets super, super hot. So that kind of changes my strategy a little bit. So I'll go over everything that I know that is going to work best here. I'm still going to do tomatoes. I don't care. I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to show you my beautiful winter fall garden that did not get touched by this freeze, and all my brassicas, my collard greens, and my lettuce, and my kale, and my mustard greens, and my beets, my broccoli, my cauliflower. I'll show you that. Let's start this. These are the flowers, the buds right there. Can you see that? So they look absolutely fried, but I'm seeing, and this may be just me being extremely hopeful, but I'm seeing a little green on the tips of those. There's no way. There's no way. This is a different variety of avocado, and I honestly don't even see the flowers on this tree anywhere. This guy is not as full. But yeah, I don't see us getting any fruit from either of these avocados this year, and that sucks, but you know what? Life and nature resets itself, and maybe she needed a little break. "100% of the papaya. I just cut this one down the other day. It will become mulch too. It'll be become one with the garden. But yeah, so papaya grow really, really fast, and the ones that fell are going to reseed themselves, and I'll have papayas within 6 to 9 months. The row of Barbados cherries, I have 7 of them. I honestly thought, if you see in my last video, that the leaves looked curled up, but they didn't look brown at all. And then within 48 hours, they were toast. And I'm going to make a really good log this year, because I always forget, like, these have only gave me cherries one time. They're about 3 years old, and I think we started flowering about August. So if we drop these leaves, I think they're going to come back, because if you look at this guy down here, he's a lot shorter because he is covered and he doesn't get as much sun. This had absolutely no leaves on it 2 weeks ago, and now I have all these bustling new beautiful, so you can see the dead ones there, but this one's coming back. They're really, really baby leaves. They're just fresh. So I think we might get cherries because we have time to get new leaves on these guys and flower by the end of summer. Well, this is a little sad, but it's okay. Now, this is not food. This is not edible. This is my Buddha belly bamboo. They get so full you can't even see through this thing. I usually trim it back to manage the sun going into this garden during the summer. It will come back pretty quickly. It grows like grass. It is grass. It is bamboo, but I have never seen this before in my life. So we're gonna have lots of sun in this garden this year. Pineapples are doing okay. I got actually a couple more in the house I got to plant, but they're doing okay. I've been taking all of the dead and things that I've been pruning and putting them in this pile for mulch. These pineapples don't look great at all. They may come up with a side shoot. My yucca, I think, is going to be fine and come back. It looks pretty bad, but look at these papayas. They actually fell over on my shed, so I have to go get my machete and get this thing taken care of. What a hot mess that is. They're so pretty too. These plantains looked 100% dead a week ago. They don't want to die. Look at that. So this one has not started. You can see the last leaf here got pretty fried, but they don't want to die, and it's not smushy, so I think that one's going to come back too. I'm not too worried about it. So spring is going to be a new thing around here. So yeah, I think my plantains are going to be okay. So look at my citrus. I just planted these in the ground about God, not even 4 months ago, and they held on. I see little buds on them. This mullein right here is one thing I've started, because you see how this goes around half of this plant, and I won't have weeds. And I will tell you about this mullein a little bit later when I tell you what I've started and why I'm growing a ton more of this mullein, I don't know how you say it. But yeah, this one got a little brown branch on it, but I got some blooms on here. It's just another lime. That is a shampoo plant. I could never kill it before. I never wanted it here. So I bet you that comes back too, because I've never wanted it here. It is pretty, but it does take over. It's a little aggressive. But yeah, it's she toast. She don't like the cold either. My pink lemonade lemon, look, she looks, from afar, she looks pretty bad. She lost a lot of her leaves. But if you come in here and look at all those new baby leaves right here. You see those? So I got some new baby leaves, and hopefully some new blooms will set in, and I'll have lemons this year, usually around Thanksgiving, Christmas. So she is not dead. She was traumatized. But I see nothing but new life coming out of this, and just in 2 weeks. This is my fig plant, and I had a box over her, but look, you see the green? I'm already seeing green coming back on this fig, so I am not worried about her at all. This is amazing. I'm seeing life right here, so she did not die. This is my coffee plant. She's about 10 years old, and you can actually see some dead coffee plant beans on there right now. Oh, these planes are just really... I live downtown urban, Central Florida, as you can see. Anyways, this has actually happened to this plant once before. We had a freeze and vines died on this property. This didn't die, but it took a solid year for it to come back, and it did not give me fruit that year. So I'm not seeing coffee in my Christmas future this year, but she will come back. She will drop her leaves, and hopefully all these little coffees that you see on this plant will drop to the ground. Last year, it grew so many different coffee plants naturally without my help at all. So I'll throw that down there, and we'll say a little prayer for her. She will rest this year and just work on getting her leaves back, and probably not doing any fruit. It did not have any flowers on it though at the time. But the last time this happened, it was literally in January as well. So, and it still didn't give me any fruit. But yeah, this was not a good year for my coffee. I should have made a trellis for this dragon fruit, but some pieces are still there. I have some in the house, but look, yeah, it started growing up my chicken coop, but it got toasted. So my mission this spring, the next couple weeks, is doing a video on a new trellis for these guys and giving them somewhere to grow. But all these other little guys, they will be fine. I really thought that my tomatoes were going to be saved. They all had tomatoes on them. Look, you can see some cilantro back there. It's doing fabulous. Now it's too hot in here for everything. I had broccoli or something right there, but that's a blackberry that is not supposed to be growing in here. And right now, I don't think that was from the cold. I think that was actually from the heat the last 2 days, but it's always done really, really pretty. I couldn't kill this thing if I wanted to, but I am probably going to cut that out of here, so just to make room. It was just doing so good and so pretty and so full that I just couldn't kill it, but it has thorns all over it, and all my other blackberries that I have put in the ground are thornless, and it's so much nicer. So, but she does good, but she's very aggressive. That's my neighbor's avocado. So it looks just like mine. He didn't even know that was an avocado. It's never fruited before, so he's not a big gardener. So I had to let him know that I was hoping one of these guys would stay good to fruit, but looks like she's gonna take a rest too. My other Buddha belly, still green on the bottom trunks and stuff, but all these leaves. And it's springtime, and I tell you, I've always got several nests in here for the birds to lay their eggs and nest. And it's okay, because if you look down here on the ground, I've always had less weeds in here, few spots, but this is helpful to me because look how thick this bamboo mulch is right here, and it's just gonna feed all these plants. Don't mind the mess. I've been cleaning up everything else right now, so I am going to take this as a win. Free mulch and fresh new green leaves here, and less weeding this summer. This is about to be a whole new reset here. I had tomatoes here who did not like their life in the cold, but obviously you can see the kale is going really, really strong. My broccoli season is about done. I'm letting this one here go to flower because I want some seeds from it. Here's some cilantro. Yeah, so I have to take these all apart, get the roots out of there. There's a little bit of dill. You know, these are so lush in the spring, it's kind of embarrassing. They look really, really good, or just not so good, so we'll have a reset of this. You can't kill moringa. If you do, I think it's bad luck, like breaking a mirror. But yeah, they did not do good. This is, I think it originally comes from Indonesia, India. It's very popular in Africa. It saves the world. It's very tropical. You can see where I make my cuttings. I cut it down about every 6 months, and it just grows back, so I'm not worried about that. I'm about to cut this way down to the trunk because look at this guy. During the freeze, I had not one leaf on here, and in 2 weeks, I had these little tiny nubs, and little, not even, they were buds, but not flowers. But so I had like 4 or 5 flowers that had flowered before the freeze, and I don't know why they didn't even die. I literally, oh yeah, this is my peach tree. So I have peaches. Look at that. Can you see it? Am I videoing it? It's right there. I got peaches. So about 3 weeks before the freeze, you can see I mulched it really heavy the other day. I cut this down. I keep her short because I cover her totally, because I did a video on it, but basically there's a little moth that comes and injects its little babies into the peaches, and you need to cover this thing when they're about marble size, like that one. So that one right there. But I think I'm going to add another peach to the property. But yeah, it was totally naked, and now it is springing, and I just lucked out on the time here. But yeah, I'm very, very fortunate. I'm going to have peaches this year. This is my pomelo. She's looking hard. She's an old tree. I would assume she's over 50 years old. I've lived in this house for 15 years, and she's a big one. can see at the top here, if you look really, really close, compared to this, how thin that looks. But if you look really, really close, you're gonna see a bunch of fresh, new baby green leaves on there. So I think she's gonna reset. I have always been clipping off some dead branches and things off of her. I don't see any over here. This whole area right here is the coldest piece of my property because it has no cover from tall trees, and the grass dies quicker than anything here. But this is one of my lungis. It froze one time because it is on one of the coldest spots, and it's never fruited since. I've wanted to get rid of this tree because I have 2 of them, and nobody needs 2 full Logan trees at all. But she got hit really hard too, and I didn't think it was going to happen because there was some green leaves. But look underneath the canopy of it. There are a few green leaves here. But yeah, I'm going to have to cut her back from the house because she's touching, and just give her a break. I will not have Logan this year. I didn't have it last year either. I think she was taking a break last year, but now it's forced to do another one. We're coming up on some like red exotic bananas that I bought on Etsy, and she don't look great, but look what I found yesterday. I'm telling you, bananas don't want to die. Usually you have so many pups. Look at that. So I don't know about her mama, but we're just gonna let her go and see what happens. So it's just gonna be a nice reset, and then the hurricanes will come and blow them over. Like every year. It's Florida. Florida gardening. I have got to get my grandbabies out here to pick the rest of these gandules beans. They've already done one round. They've been shelling them for me. I don't know. These branches are pretty thin, but I think the thick branch is fine. So I may cut her back quite a bit, and I gotta get all these beans off here. I've already got gathered like a pint of pigeon peas, they also call them, from these, and so we'll see what we get. Here they are right here, but you want them to dry out. I like to pick them green too and freeze them, but you can take these little beans right here. Well, you can grow more. I may do that, but you just cook them like a dry bean. Soak them, boil them, put them in your beans and rice, chicken. Yeah, this is a great tree to have. We'll start some more of these too. Y'all, I just planted this pomegranate not even 3 months ago. I thought for sure I was going to lose her, and she did not even lose a green leaf. I mean, she's seen better days, but I don't even think she's going to lose what she's got. Maybe some of the weaker ones, but like just 2 weeks ago before the freeze, I had flowers and buds all over this thing. I actually think I see a couple right here. Look at that. So it just depends on where you're sitting when this happens. It's backed behind a fence right here, so maybe that helped keep in some of the, I don't know. If you're in Florida, grow some pomegranate. Let's show you some wins now. That was depressing. So look at this. I got some Swiss chard growing in here, some yellow oranges, a bunch of kale. There's some Savoy cabbage right here. Some more Swiss chard, dinosaur kale. I just put a bunch of cucumbers here, and they've started. That's a sweet potato, which are going to be my slips for the year. We just got a little rain, so everything looks nice and plump. The salad is kind of bolted, so I'm just feeding it to the chickens right now, but it's so pretty. Bamboo's fallen. Look how pretty that is. These are little globes, but they're perfect for me. Look at that broccoli. We're picking that tonight. All these pretty cabbages. I think we're gonna go for that one right here for tonight. So cute. Collard greens. They look beautiful. Got some broccolis in here and some more cabbage. So the squirrels were messing up my seeds so badly, I just kept planting more. So it's almost like I have succession sowed them, so I don't have to eat all these in 1 week or a month. They'll be spread out. This is a zucchini. I had a big worm box over him for some reason, and it just looks fantabulous. Look at it, it looks beautiful. So I got a little head start there. Savoy cabbage is some of my favorite. This is purple Savoy, and I just cannot wait. So it's got a couple more weeks maybe before I start eating it. And I've already been planning my recipes around it, so I'll share those with you when I figure it out. But they're beautiful. Look at this whole bed. Gorgeous. I hear my neighbor, she's yelling at her chickens. I let these purple broccoli go to seed because I don't want to buy the seed no more. So I'm just letting them go. I have some more kale in here, dinosaur, some more broccoli nubs. Maybe I'll cut those up before they flower and use them in my hummus. Look at this bed in my shadow. Look how purple that kale is. Purple curly kale. It's beautiful. There's some green kale. This is one of my favorite beds. I've been picking these like bouquets and giving away as gifts. I have just been picking these guys off. They are so sweet. Oh my goodness, they're so sweet. I love them. And they made it through the frost. These sweet peas. Yeah. We ate one of these last night. But that is all collard greens. And I grow those every year for my chickens. I give them greens every day. We picked 2 carrots yesterday. They were perfect size for that cabbage to saute. They were absolutely delicious. I had to put this netting down for the squirrels because they were digging in here, and it actually worked. And so I'm gonna make some for all the beds. Beautiful. I got another bed of carrots here. So we're gonna be carrot crazy by Easter. Look at that. See them? See those carrots? Yeah, Easter we're gonna have carrot everything. I have got about 4 self-seeded avocados in here, and look at their leaves. This is what permaculture is all about, because underneath there was a canopy protecting them. I guess I have 4 of these plants that are going to go to my daughter's 3 acres. So she has my avocados on her property. This celery is 2 years old. Some of the branches got beat up, but I actually just put seed down here, and look, it's growing by itself. Here's some more babies, some little guys. I think those are zucchinis. I think this is a weed. But yeah, so we have some zucchinis coming in. Look at this guy. That is an avocado. It don't want to die. You see the seed right there? That's how easy. I didn't even plant that. It fell and grew itself. No dead leaves on it. That's crazy. I'm staying on top of these weeds. Anytime I see one, I pick one. But it's doing pretty good in here. These may be the prettiest beets I've ever grown, and I actually moved them because the squirrels were getting into them. And then yesterday I saw a squirrel right here in this planter where I put flowers, seeds, digging like crazy, making a mess, see the dirt over everything. But I think I'm gonna have a nice beet season out of these green stalks this year, and they made it through the cold. So note to self, beets in the wintertime in Florida. Yeah. This is what I got. And everything's gonna be just fine. free mulch, less weeds. I got lots of food right now, and I'm gonna go show you what I have started for my spring garden. So yeah, Roselle, one of my favorite new plants to grow. And here's some more. And I was trying to plant some for my girlfriend who can't plant anything from a seed, and my daughter, but my daughter says she has plenty of seeds. So right now I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a little guy, 8 coming up. I would love to have at least 5 or 6, and maybe I'll give my girlfriend 2 of them if she's lucky. Purple cayenne, like I was saying. Orange, red probably. This is some of my tomatoes here, and what I'm doing this year is I'm growing smaller tomatoes, not your beefsteak, that are 16 ounces and take a lot longer to do because they're gonna struggle in the very, very heat. So these are my little Napoli, and that is a paste tomato. They're small and they will grow a lot faster, a lot quicker. This is some more Napoli because I want some paste tomatoes because I don't have anything. My daughter bought me these Mexico midget, so those are cherry. What is this guy here? Brandywine. Those are brandywine. Those are brandywine. Those are my largest medium tomatoes that I have started. Ace 55 tomato. This is not cauliflower. I use these and reuse these all the time. So this is a giant Belgium, and even though I said it doesn't grow anything big, I'm going to put these right here in my hydroponics because they're going to have wet feet all the time, and they will do better in the heat. I got hillbilly tomato, which is a yellow-orange tomato. I got tomatillos that germinated, which I'm very, very happy for. And then this is more hillbilly. I got some more Ace 55, and let me see, lots of brandywines, more Ace 55s, and that's what I'm doing this year for my spring garden. And here's all my onions right here. The squirrels kept getting into this container. It had hundreds, so this is all I got for onions this year. So I'm going to pretty much plant those very, very quickly. I had to get out of that sun. So anyways, to wrap this up, those things will do pretty well. I have to move things around. Tomatoes are like 50-50. I'll get some, but it'll be a struggle with watering them and keeping them cool. But the one things I'm gonna just plant by hand right now today are my okra. Okra does really well in the heat and the sun. So let's plant a bunch of okra this year, and by hand. I'm not putting them in pots or anything. And I'm actually, even though I tell myself every single year, Corey, don't grow corn again. Just don't ever do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it in this whole container right here because those are my priorities: my cayenne, my tomatoes, okra, hibiscus, which is gonna do really good and strong. Tomatoes, you know, my mullein. I didn't even see my mullein there, but I did. I planted a bunch of mullein, I don't know what you call it. So I'm going to have that for my, all my planters. I don't want to be weeding anymore. Hi, plane. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys live in the state of Florida and you're seeing what I'm seeing in your fruit trees and everything that you've worked for, I've been doing this for 11 years, building this property up with fruit trees, and it's hard to see. That's why it took me 2 weeks to make this video. But I spent 2 days cleaning up some dead leaves because I think we're out of the weeds with our frost and everything out, and so it made me feel better. It looks better. I see some life coming back, and I'm gonna have peaches this year, maybe a pomegranate or 2, and we'll get some papayas. It'll take a minute, but you know what? The good thing is that this is an 11-year-old established fruit tree food forest, and we're just gonna keep on doing more and more and more every single year. And this may happen again. And the last time I had a hurricane, it blew out the middle of this entire avocado tree, like blew it out. And it grew back within a season. So the fight is real. This is Florida farming, and I wish everybody luck. I know everybody's starting their seeds all over America right now, all over the world right now, even though we're all at different seasons, whether you're doing it inside, in a greenhouse, under lights. We just keep on trying. Anyways, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope this helps you out in any way. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey! Hi, Nico. Have a good day at school?
Yeah, and me.
Oh, and you too? Let's pick some carrots and cabbage for dinner. Over here. I got 2 carrots, I think.
I thought you were saving it for Easter.
Well, I got a lot, but some of them are bigger than others.
I like it.
These 2 in the round, the ones in the round one.
I'm saving my rainbow carrot for Easter.
For Easter, these are little, but there's 2 in this bed right here. They're probably little. Probably should let them grow a little bit more, but pick them from the bottom.
From the bottom?
Yep, from the bottom. Pull it out. Ooh, let me see it, let me see it. Look at that bamboo out there.
Where's the number?
That's perfect for today.
Right here.
Pick that one. From the bottom, from the bottom. No, from the bottom. You go down here at the bottom right here. Pick it up there. We're gonna take it inside. Wow.
Mom, we got the carrots. I love carrots.
Let's get this cabbage right here. Can you twist it? Can you twist it off?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twist, twist, twist. Keep twisting.
Well, can you help me? Okay.
Twist it. Do you know what twisting is? Not that. That's tearing. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. That's twisting.
You have to. We help you. You have to. There you go. And we
wants it?
got the carrot.
Who wants it? That's some fresh